Basically, it's just like the spoon is upside down and it's just like skating. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, dude. Oh, we got one. It's like skating. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Oh. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gunfish TV. Back out here on the water today, and it is a beautiful, hot and sunny day out on the river, and we are going to be trying to catch a fish on a crazy, super old lure. Now, I'm not exactly sure when the spoon or when the weedless spoon was invented, but I bet it was probably in the 1800s. I'm pretty dang sure. And something about this lure right here, this particular one is called the Johnson Silver Minnow, and this is one that my dad would always tie on for me when I was a little kid and we were out here on the river fishing. Now, I think the main reason that he would tie it on for me is because you could literally throw it through every tree over my right shoulder and reel it back through without it ever getting hung. But one thing about it is I never caught a fish on it. Never once did I catch a fish on it. You can see that metal weed guard on it. Look at that hook angle. That is a ridiculous hook angle. I don't even know how we're even gonna catch a fish on this thing at all. But through the years, some of the old timers have told me that this is a killer lure to throw in the pads. And like I said, when I was a little kid, when my dad would tie it on for me, I would throw it. I would never catch anything. But today, I'm gonna try to change that. I want today to be the day that I catch a fish on the Johnson Silver Minnow. Now, a lot of times they would take a good old Uncle Josh pork rind and put it on the hook. I'm gonna put something back there. I don't know what, maybe like a trick worm or something, little short trick worm to give it a little bit of color. But we are gonna take this thing, throw it in the pads, and I believe that we can get a fish to come and blow up on it and potentially catch it. Now, I do not care what kind of fish it is. It can be a pickerel, it can be a bowfin, it can be a gar, it can be a bass, whatever. We are trying to catch a fish on this hunk of metal that literally, that's all it is, a hunk of metal with a hook soldered on the bottom of it. It's just a nothing, basically. So we're gonna start right here. I am at my starting spot. We're gonna work our way through. We have about 2 hours to fish. That is it. So we have to get it done in 2 hours. Man, this is the only rod and reel I have on the deck, and this is the only lure that I have. So let's see if we can get it done on a hunk of metal. I don't know. Let's get to it. Alrighty, y'all. So we're about to get started, and I'm throwing this on my frog rod and reel with 50-pound test P-line no fade braid. And here's the spoon. Now, I did take a bubblegum trick worm, broke it off, put the little tail on there, so it kind of looks like a little shiny mouse now, kind of, sort of. So I don't know. I bet this thing looks like absolute, oh my goodness, it looks so bad in the water. I don't even know what this looks like. It literally just looks like a hunk of metal tumbling through the water. So what I'm gonna have to do is just throw this on the pads and just reel it basically on top of the pads and just hope something comes up and blows up on it through the pads. Yikes, this thing looks horrible. So anyway, now I know why as a kid I probably caught absolutely nothing on it, because it looks so bad. But maybe we can make it happen today. We got a good little batch of pads right here, and then we're going to jump over to the other side of the river. We got a decent little bit over there, and it is, what time is it? It's 1:40. So like I said, it's right here in the middle of the day. And then something else I wanted to bring up as well, we are in the middle of a massive heat wave. So the water temp is 89 degrees. The river is 89 degrees. So we're not looking at like some super easy easy day of fishing here. Hopefully we can get a fish on this. I'm going to be so pumped if we can get one. I'm going to be so pumped. I mean, this old school hunk of metal that's just looks like nothing. I mean, it looks so bad. There is no fish that is going to bite that. I don't care if you're in the best pond in the world, there is not hardly a fish that is going to bite that just being reeled through the water. Like, no way. I mean, that looks like nothing. It's just spinning uncontrollably. Looks like a helicopter lure pretty much, but it does come through the pads pretty good, so maybe we can get something to come up on this and blow up on it. Maybe. I am hearing some brim popping the pads as well. That's like super shallow up there. I don't think nothing's going to be in that, but this there's just the way it tumbles and all, it's really bad, but hopefully we can get one to come up and blow up on this thing in these pads, because that's really the only way that I'm gonna get bit on this. There's just no way that I would be able to fish it any other way and get bit. So let's get our hood on our head, keep this sun off, and let's see if we can make it happen. I am concerned about this hook angle though. Like, I don't really know what's up with this hook angle. I cannot believe that something actually bit this. Basically, it's just like the spoon is upside down and it's just like skating. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. There is no way. Oh my goodness. There is no way in the... Y'all. I'm literally speechless right now. I'm not even gonna lie. I am literally speechless that I caught a bass on this thing. You have got to be kidding me. Literally, I just caught a bass on this dang old Johnson silver minnow that I never caught a fish on ever. And this fish just came up and smashed it through the pads. Have I just found, like, have I found a lure that they'll absolutely eat that I've been neglecting? I don't know what that was, just jumped out of the water behind me, but let's get this guy off. I can't even believe that, like, literally. I can't even believe that. I mean, like, this hook angle, what? Y'all, that's crazy. That is crazy. Thank you, bud. I mean, I don't even know what you were thinking, but oh my goodness, I cannot believe that. We literally just caught a fish on this thing, and that is wild. Now, I gotta admit that this thing comes through the pads probably just as good as any lure that I've ever thrown, but I'm gonna have to find a better trailer because mine keeps just, oh my God, what was that? I was not paying attention because my trailer is gone. And I just got absolutely crushed. Did y'all see that? Dang. Had to have been a pickerel, I'm pretty sure. Whew, it is so hot, I cannot even hardly touch my latches on my boat. Let's try. Tell you what, we're gonna do it. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do it. Let's weave it back on there. Seemed like it stayed on a tiny bit better that way. Man, I hate I missed that fish. That was completely my fault. Oh, he just flashed all over it. Yeah, he totally flashed on it right then. right, y'all, up here to the next shoreline, you can see we got a really good group of pads right here on this shoreline. So we're gonna see if we can get bit with a good old spoon. You know, I did think that we would be able to get bit on this. I am surprised that we were able to put a fish in the boat already. And we've gotten a few bites. We've gotten a few bites on it, so kind of surprising. Not gonna lie. I'm expecting to catch a giant pickerel on this thing. Oh, dang it. That was a quick, feisty pickerel that I just missed. I don't know if he'll bite again. I didn't stick him. Dang it. I don't know if y'all could see that whole fish on the GoPro. I could see it, obviously, because I have my polarized glasses on, but man, that dude came out and smoked it. I completely missed him. I think just this angle of this hook is like so terrible as well. I don't really know exactly how they're gonna have it to catch them. I mean, they're gonna have to like have it perfectly, like absolutely perfect to be able to catch them. All right, y'all, so I think we're gonna tie on this other spoon that I have. So I got that, I believe it's right in here. Yep, right here. So this is called the Jawbreaker spoon. Now, I ordered both of these at the exact same time off of eBay. It was eBay or Amazon, I can't remember where it was, but this is called the Jawbreaker spoon. Now this one is chartreuse. It actually has a nice little skirt on it, and this weed guard is monofilament, so I got a feeling this one is probably going to get hung up a lot more than the Johnson Silver Minnow, but I don't know. We're going to give it a try. We're going to give it a try and see what it looks like and see if we can get a fish to bite it. I mean, like I said, these are lures that have been around forever. I mean, they were made for throwing in the pads and the slop long before a frog was ever invented. And my goodness, I just dropped this thing and my knot is all screwed up. We're tying a Palomar knot up here, but I dropped my tag in through. But anyway, like I said, they were out long before the hollow body frog. These were the initial baits that were made to throw in hydrilla and, you know, pads and all to come through and be able to get those elusive fish that lived in them. So we're going to give the Jawbreaker spoon a try. We're going to see what that thing looks like. See if it's any better than the good old Johnson Silver Minnow. Alrighty, so the last spot did not work out. No bites. And I actually changed back to the good old Silver Minnow that we started off with, and I bent the hook out just a touch. I'd been the weed guard out as well a little bit, but I just had zero confidence in that other thing. I mean, none. So we're gonna fish this little lily pad patch here and We're gonna see if we can get one out of here, and then we're gonna work our way downriver even more. But the wind has picked up a pretty good little bit. Definitely a lot more than it was earlier. But the funny thing is the bite has slowed down because as the wind's picked up, it's pushing the water in. And on this river, when the water comes in, whew, things can get ugly. So, tell you what, I'm super thankful that I caught that fish so quick, that first one. But we definitely want to get another one. I don't care what it is. Want it to be a bass, but hey, if it's a pickerel, that's fine too. I just want to feel something pull on the other end. I mean, I did have another really good bite from a pickerel on this, and I missed him completely. I think that was because of the way the hook was bent in. We got another bass. Oh my goodness. We got another bass. I literally just missed this fish to cast before. I was on the phone with my wife. It took the trailer off, and I'm gonna tell you what, when you stick them on this thing, they ain't coming off. Like, they are straight up stuck. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. Another little bass on that ridiculous spoon. We got another one. We got another one. I can't believe it. You know, we got about another 20 minutes to fish or so, but I know these aren't big fish, but I'm telling you, I'm out here fishing with just a ridiculously old spoon, a hunk of metal basically, and we're catching some fish. So I've missed a ton of bites, probably mostly pickerel, but hey, we're getting bit. Thank you, bud. Just cut the old chesty back on. Man, we got us one. Good deal. That fish actually bit the cast before. And I was talking to my wife on the phone, and I missed it. And she was like, all right, I'm gonna go so you can go ahead and try to catch that fish. And sure enough, next cast, I caught it. I didn't realize I didn't have my chesty on, but luckily I had the back camera running to get that. But good deal. Man, it is. Oh, wait a minute, what do we got? We got another bass. We got another bass. Oh my goodness. On this, I cannot believe it. On that spoon. Right here in front of these pads right here. Yes, check that out. On that ugly old spoon. I mean, all three bass I've caught have been tiny, but I'm telling you, we're catching some fish. I mean, thank you, buddy. I will take that. And I mean, he bit it in front of the pads, like in front of the pads. Oh, I just slung my, I gotta go pick that up, it's floating. Let me go get that. But I mean, that fish bit it in front of the pads. Like, I don't know if there's like a school of them up here or what we got going on, but nice. Oh, did y'all see that? Holy crap. Had a fish bite, but I'm gonna tell you what. Whew. Let's see if we can get that fish to bite again. Dang it. Stole my worm just as quick as I put it on. I only have a couple more minutes left to fish. Wanted to come out here and just do something different. Instead of just coming out straight up fishing, I wanted to challenge myself using a lure that I'd used in the past and had literally had zero luck on. And it's actually getting a fair amount of strikes. The biggest problem with this thing is the hookup ratio is horrible. The hookup ratio just absolutely sucks. And, you know, that's probably due to it having the trailer on the back of it. You know, the fish are keying in on that trailer and biting that probably more than they are the spoon itself. But I mean, without that, like, it's just, I can't imagine it would get bit at all. I could be, maybe could be wrong, but it just has zero appeal whatsoever. But the hookup ratio isn't good. I mean, the action is, you can't just reel it in. I mean, you definitely gotta work that bad boy with your rod tip to get that thing jumping around and give it some sort of action. But I will admit the small bass seem to like it. Oh, dude, is that, oh, I think I got the bass pinned. Yeah, I got the bass pinned right now. I'm hung and the bass is pinned. It's a little one, but we got him. I say we got him. Look at there, we got him, baby. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna tell y'all what, that thing is about as tiny as it gets. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This dude right here, we're gonna end it on this fish. I said I was gonna fish till 3:30. It's actually 3:47, so we're a little bit beyond where I was gonna, you know, what time I was gonna fish to. But I caught 4 little bass on this thing, had a ton of bites, and overall, I can't recommend it. I mean, if you're throwing in some major slop or something like that, you know, it'll work, you know, but I'm not going to sit here and say this is an amazing lure by no means. I mean, this lure was invented over 100 years ago, so, you know, it's obviously not the cream of the crop, but we're going to let this guy go. But like I said, super fun to come out here and do something different for you all, throwing a super old school lure. And I was able to catch some fish on it. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it. So pretty excited about that. But we're going to go get this thing on the trailer. And I enjoyed it. I just appreciate everybody that tunes in to my channel, watches my videos. It means so much. Been doing this for quite a while now. And we were able to catch some fish on the old Johnson Silver Minnow. So anyway, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Comment down below if you enjoyed this video. And I will see you next time on Gunfish TV.